Olá, maltinhas, sejam bem-vindos a mais um episódio e vamos fazer a section 15. E agora vamos precisar aqui de um Lancer. Dava-me jeito de ter aquela Scat Hat que eu bem quero. Agora, onde é que ela está? It's not here. Ok, está aqui uma, mas acho que não me dá. Está aqui! There we go. E let's go. Okay, let's go. In short, no matter how you slice it, this premeditated murder. There's no deep motive here. The only forces at work are grudges, money, and jealousy. There may be a few tricks, but they're trivial. Still, they're beyond any detective. But now they're failing. I've given up about half of my calculations, leaving only a slapdash bet where the odds are against us. I swore to myself that this plane I came up this would never let me do that. And yet I did it. And all because I wanted to beat him. And down goes the Avenger. We may only have to wait for the magical bullet to get ready to get here now, but that doesn't mean we just can't sit around. So why are you so relaxed? Is the bullet already on its way? No, it's coming here. Not yet, anyway. So not that the Avenger has been defeated, you and I are the only ones who can protect the barrel. I'll do my job, not to worry. Luckily this tower is easy to protect and real tough to attack. I see. That doesn't mean we can just stay holed up in here doing nothing. I'll go prepare an ambush outside. If it works out, we'll be able to lure them into a pincer attack at the base of the tower and catch them in the crossfire. Sherlock Holmes would see through something like that in an instant. The battlefield just the kind of place where detective and mastermind logic falls apart. There's no time for cold deduction there, only chaos and fervor. The chaos of battle leaves no room for calculations, and the kind of fervor rips theory to shreds. The battlefields where the lowest of life forms can easily destroy the highest form of art. I see. Well, do as you see fit. I don't want to be much of use when it comes to practical tactics anyway. A seasoned mercenary like you would be far better suited to come up with ideas. Don't worry, I'll make sure they suffer. Get your position, suit up for heavy battle, heavy combat. Use anti-demon beast gear if you want to. But aren't we only going to up against servants? Believe me, I know what we're going up against better than most. Anti-servant gear is not gonna cut it. We'll be much better off with the anti-demonic beast gear, sheer explosive power. Use the tongueless alloy armor piercing ammo. It should be pretty effective against them. Keep up a steady stream and gunfire and pin them down. Yes, sir. Even if you all make this far, that servant will utterly destroy you. If Shannon Alter is like a human carpet bombing, the Altered King of Knights is akin to utterly cannon. Although, given that she is using that toy to get around, perhaps I should call her a giant high-speed mobile utterly platform? Huh, it's always something. Still, it's almost over now. It doesn't matter how bloody things get, as long as everything's constant, and that's what counts. But a fool to master of Chaldea is too willing to meet his end after saving the world. He may think he can save this place, but he's all wrong. All he can do now is die a miserable death. Dodge! Well done, Cavil 2. It's all thanks to you that we're victorious. As a reward, you shall have better dog food than normal. Feel free to return to your guard post at the stronghold. You've earned it. How sweet of you, Master. Indeed, I think of Cavil as my personal hunting dog, or rather, a descendant from me. Essentially, I consider him one of my loyal knights, and I'm willing to dub him appropriately, which means that in my court he does indeed rank slightly above you. He says it's most agreeable. At least I believe he does. We're back, Mr. Raphael, Mr. Altria. Hey, Sherlock. Papa's home. Come here and give me a big kiss on the cheek. Papa, you stink. That hit way harder than I thought. Are you alright, Mr. Moriarty? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Curse this despicable homeman smell of mine. But really, Master, you could send out to mind your words a bit when it comes to people's feelings. Oh, don't give me that luck, young Sherlock. You're lucky your prime was in the peak of your youth. Getting back on track. We have now defeated the Berserker, the Assassin, and the Avenger. That leaves the Archer of Shinjuku, Evil Moriarty, and the altered version of Emiya, the nameless heroic spirit. I have also learned that the latter is standing guard in the front of the barrel, along with about 200 or so Hornets. 200? However, I can assure you that time is most definitely not on our side. With the Phantom Spirit their refuge at disposal, Moriarty can even control meteors. We don't know when a meteor will be loaded and fired, but we do know we can afford to wait until that happens. Well, hang on. Meteors almost never enter Earth's atmosphere to begin with. Look, I looked it up, and the only meteor it fell on Japan in 19 was in Kobe. And it was a tiny, barely weighed 180 grams in total, hardly anything approaching an apocalyptic scale. You're quite right, Mr. Da Vinci. Don't worry about it, Holmes. Call me whatever you like. However, there is one thing I come to understand after seeing our Moriarty in action. You mean me? I do. When you use that coffin of yours, you don't actually do much in the way of aiming, do you? I sure don't. I fire and it hits it. I'm confident it would work even if I were facing away from my targets entirely. Then I have many memories of firing a gun when I was alive, so I'm surprised it worked so well. Imagine it'd be much the same whether you are using the bullets or missiles furthermore. Evil Moriarty likely possesses the same power, only with greater potency. It's a real frightening prospect. With such power, he could likely use any meteor visible from Earth in 1999 from his magical bullet. What? Seriously? Even Master is dumbfounded enough to react like a certain idol. What's more, there are indeed any asteroids observed in 1999. The one called Bennu, a B-type asteroid measuring an average of 500 meters in diameter. Analysis showed that it will approach Earth a number of times over the next 200 years. I believe this is the asteroid that Evil Moriarty has designed to be his bullet. Is that even possible? I mean, the whole reason Phantom Spirits can never be servants is because they lack spirit origin values to ascend to being heroic spirits. Yes, if one were to evaluate Phantom Spirits by strength alone, they would be quite unimpressive. In terms of potency, they would even outperform a literal caster who did nothing but pen stories. I can almost hear a voice saying, "Don't steal my gimmick." I'm quite serious after all, even if they were to be summoned, they don't possess a body. And because they lack a body, they are unable to do anything. Regardless of how much magical energy they have on them, they have no means of storing it. You could think of each of them as a vase with a hole. However, this hole is on the side of the vase, not on the bottom. So it is able to hold some energy. For an experienced mage, I imagine this would pose no issue at all. All that said, and having said all of that, we servants still have quite the trump card to play, no matter how weak we might be. And that still holds true of the Phantom Spirits. Noble phantasms! Exactly. Where such things are concerned, there is a little difference between phantom spirit and the heroic one. The reason is simple: noble phantasms are based off of story legends and objects that truly existed. When such thing becomes a noble phantasm, their power might be reduced, or in rare cases even enhanced. Of course, when a phantom spirit is summoned, the power of their noble phantasm is likely decreased considerably. That a phantom could use one anyway. However, the concept of noble phantasm remains the same. In short, with enough magical energy, a noble phantasm can form. So by using heroic spirit and phantom spirit to raise the value of the spirit origin, even an object in space can be made into a bullet. Not to worry, my dear Da Vinci, this Shinjuku is the only place where such a thing is possible. Ordinarily, fusing phantom and heroic spirits together, or even two phantoms, is not impossible. Hey, that's it, that's the key. I remember we come through Chaldea servers to pull up the details on phantom spirits. But just like how heroic spirits can fuse, neither can phantom spirits. It should be impossible. Or rather, one would be everything to do so. Who actually went and did such a thing? I'm afraid the time is not yet right to tell you that. We should avoid the speculation. Or rather, to be precise, we should focus on more immediate problem at hand. As I was just saying, a meal altar and 200 ornaments are standing guard outside the barrel. Here's a digital snapshot I took. I'll send it to Chaldea so you can fix it up. How's this? I laid it out the table view to make it easier. You took my best guess at marking off how many enemies are there and what weapons they're carrying. They're using mass-produced firearms, so as long as we can partially see them, we can manage. It appears to be a box standard formation, but an effective one. Looks like they're armed with weapons typically used for taking down large demonic beasts. They're clearly aiming for me, which means that I will be able to use Crusader Altar to change it and cause the disturbance, while attacking them straight on the maybe a safe option. It would also take a lot of time. All you have in the way of fighters are myself and Moriarty. Holmes will be no help here. My apologies, but I'm a but humble detective after all. That doesn't seem to be slowing down your rival slash mathematician slash hunter. And there's another problem. Our royal guard should keep their defense as tight as possible and be prepared to move quickly to cover any gaps that may appear in them. Given what we are up against, it would be all impossible to sow chaos among their ranks with numbers. Besides, we expect us to charge in. If only there was something we could do. No one else could see coming. Oh. Mash? What is it, Mash Carolite? That certainly sounds as tough as an idea. No, not at all. No ideas here. No, sire. It's nothing really. Please don't give it another thought, senpai. Answer the question, Mash. If you don't, I'll turn you into mashed Kirlite. Well, I just happen to remember Arash. Arash? Do you mean Arash Keminger, the hero of the West? Hero of the East? I'm sorry, senpai. When else you mentioned breaking through the formation in a unique way, I couldn't help but remember. Huh? Don't believe you. We know that one. What in the world happened? Oh! My might must be quite a good plan if you can make Master Blanche. Tell us more about it, Mesh. Il literalmente suicidou-se. Sped 1 all clear. We have completed patrol of Point Alpha and I'm returning to base. Club 2 all clear, nothing gear on the roof. Diamond 4 here. I can just make out the sound of a motorcycle engine. I'm here. They're here. Give your ears open a knife for any other motorcycle sounds. For a legendary knight, I'm disappointed this is the best strategy she could come up with. One-way ticket to hell. Fire! Release the net. Hmm? Since I resorted to all-or-nothing gamble. Oh, boring. All hands, keep watching the perimeter. I'll confirm their disappearance myself. Guards, come with me. I knew it. It's the King motorcycle. Let's see how our spirit origin is doing. She's still here. It's a decoy. Remain on the... Huh? I'm detecting the servant close by. Is it Saber? Above? Too slow, Archer. Ugh. I'm surprised to see you and your master drop like this. How did you do it? If any command spell back up in the, that's flown here, I'd have noticed in the energy and wiped it out. Indeed, which is why we didn't come here via mana burst or command spell. We flew here, literally. I like this. Spare me. Alright, that should do it. What do you think, Da Vinci? Looking good. I created the plans according to my specifications and modified them to fire without a rash bow and arrow. It was only a tricky construction entirely out of materials on Shinjuku on short notice. But genius that I am, I knew that I could do it. Of course, we were the ones who did all the work. You're the math professor, right? How can you use much trouble cutting a straight piece of iron? Basically, it's because I'm a math professor. At any rate, the Da Vinci modified Moriarty flyers was complete success. I believe you mean Da Vinci Flyer. I have a patent on it, you know? A patent. So this is why the rich get richer. What in the world are they arguing about? Well, no matter. As I explained earlier, Master and Altair will take this over. Master? No, I'm out of here. Forget it, you cannot escape me. They're doing this no matter what, Raphael. Don't worry, I personally guarantee the flyer safely. Worry not, Master. I'm your sword and your shield. I shall remove any and all threats in our path. Now get on. We're going to fly this thing to the moon. Help! Oh, you went like a cat forced to take a bath. Go on, get closer. Okay, once I pull this lever, whoosh, you'll be off. Got it, no hurry and get ready, Master. Okay, we're all good to go. Are you all set, Mr. Holmes? Not really. If I'm being honest, I'll make it too. It's a bit hard being a non-combatant. Not to worry, I promise I'll be there in a point in time. Good. Let us head to the final battlefield. However, that doesn't change the fact that you've dived straight into your enemy's camp. That's true, but once I cut down, my role will be complete. What? Ready your weapons, Archer. I won't even ask you for a fair fight. Feel free to use as many as you'd like. Why, you little... Alright, so, sure, push. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it! Me? Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Hey, you mil vida. Seriously? Easy. Was that? I should have known you'd noticed, Archer. I see your eyes are sharp as ever. So that's what Sherlock Holmes has been up to. Haha, that was cutting off his Veritas clothes. But if visit won't hell worth it, take that. The clothes started targeting us. Damn it, without Berserker around, there's no one left to control them. What are you waiting for? Take them out. Yes, sir. That sound. Well done, Moriarty. Captain, there's too many of us. What do we do? Get hold of yourself, take out the smoke cloud and take each other on out. Aim for the legs. Captain, behind you. Huh? There's nothing there. Oh, my apologies, sir. I was mistaken. Is that so? Oh, easy there, Armia. Not so rough. May not as be as good someone, but every evil mastermind needs to at least some facility with disguises. Of course, in any case, I had to resort to help from Holmes, but never mind that. I'm dying. The good Moriarty, huh? Should have stayed put like trash you are. Or is it actually you? Huh? I beg your pardon? Well, never mind that. You want to see the Archer of Shinjuku, huh? Go on then. I already knew it was coming no matter what I did. Have fun remaining around the barrel. Very well then. I'll do just that. Nothing like crushing one's dream on self after all. Shut up. You handle this area. I'll go after them. Yes, sir. We can't have any of them escaping. Once I go in, blow up the entryway to seal it. Yes, sir. No one else is going to do us any good there. Are you volunteering to be meat shield? Understood, sir. Alright, the end of the world is almost here. It's all or nothing now. Vamos por terminar aqui o episódio, portanto, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se gostaram, não esqueçam de deixar o vosso like, comentário, se inscreverem e eu vejo no próximo vídeo. See ya!